Good evening. Welcome.
Massive shout out to Kelsey.
Kelsey, we're on our own, sweetheart. Don't know what's happening. Just put the phone down with Levi. Spoke to him twice today. I'm impressed. I think it's because I couldn't stop talking to him. You know how it can get nowadays. When you start getting into a chat, he ran out of credit. He had to hang up and put some more credit. So then I felt guilty because I was using all his bloody credit. It's awful, isn't it? Well, I hope you're good, love. I'm cracking. I'm over the moon. I'm on a high. Up there. I'm up there with the, whatever you want to call them. I'm up there with it. I'm over the moon. I'm walking on air. Walking in the air. As you do. But I'll keep that. I'll keep my happiness to myself. I'll be the normal grumpy old git that I am. I look awful, though. I think I shaved a little bit too close today. Don't know what it's all about. Apparently, his mail's getting a little bit better, but only a little. You can get in them all, I don't think. I'll put that away now. Shouldn't be bloody smoking. Real Honest Ghost, good evening. I hope you're well. I'm good. Spoke to Levi at I put the phone down about 10 minutes ago. So there you go. Hope you're both good. I can see that there's only two of you. Well, there's a few more sat in the background, but there you go. So there isn't a lot to say. It's Real Honest Ghost. It was cracking. I've loved every minute of it. And evening, Jilly. Either Gilly or Jilly, but there you go. I'm a Yorkshireman. You've got to forgive me if I pronounce words wrong. But we had a good chat. Well, he was on the phone twice. He had to hang up and put some more credit on because I think I was using it all. But he's doing good. I nearly said he's enjoying himself, but that's I can't think of the right word for it. But he's okay. He's doing okay. Apparently, it's just a bit boring. But I suppose that kind of life can be a bit boring at times. It can be a bit boring here at times, thinking about it. Not very often, but I do get a bit bored now and again. But I'm certainly not getting bored this weekend. I'm walking on air. I'm up in the sky. I'm flying. Or I should be bloody flying. But a bit further into the chat, I'll give you the update why I'm buzzing. Buzzing. But for those sat in the background,
Big up to everybody in the chat.
Carlos, good evening, mate. It's as I was saying, it's there's not a lot to update you on because it's just having a bit of a boring time at the moment. But now we're out of the long, boring month, and we're into the nice short month. Time's just flying by. It's flying by so quick. I'm finding it difficult cleaning his PC up, getting rid of all the rubbish I've got on it. I can't have it for when he comes home and seeing I've knick-knacked his PC up for him. But I'll clean it up, get it all back to how it was. And yeah, it is. It's good news. It's good news week. Someone's dropped a bomb somewhere, apparently. I can't think of the other words to the song, but it's a good news week. Well, yeah, it's nice to see everybody. I did do an hour at 4 o'clock on my genealogy channel. I thought I'd better pull my finger out and start updating it. So I did. Sharon, good evening, love.
Massive shout out to Sharon.
There you go. You don't have to apologise, Sharon, for being late. It's only when Bobby's comes in late, that's when you have to apologise, when Bobby's late. But not on tomorrow nights. Because as everybody knows, Monday nights it's Bobby and Paul having a chat. And normally he's putting me in my place. Yes, Sharon, he's phoned me twice today. Well, actually, he phoned me 3 times. The first time he phoned, I was doing a live on my genealogy channel. And by the time I got to the phone to answer it, it went off. So he came back on when he realised that I might have been live. And he phoned me again at 6:25. And we got off the phone about just after 6:50. So we're on a fair time. But it was me doing all the talking and not Levi, because of course there's not a lot he can talk about, is there? Got up this morning, had breakfast, sat in my room, had lunch, sat in my room, had tea, watched a bit of telly, phoned you, sleep and repeat. Evening, baby. Honorary Chegs, I love it. Yeah, nice to see you, mate. I did mention you, baby, to Levi this afternoon when he rang me, and he can't wait to connect. So there you go. There'll be another one subscribing. Did he ring you today, Sharon, then? Or was it another day? But there's no point in me pointing out that Bibby has a channel, is it, really? Because everybody who's in the chat will know who Bibby is, and he has his own channel. But if you don't, just by chance that there's somebody sat in the background who doesn't know a Bibby, Kelsey might just put a link up for him. You never know. She's good like that. Yeah, he did mention, Bibby, that it was like late on in his career, his short lifespan on YouTube. I think I've been on his channel more than he's been on it, actually. But there you go. There you go. Kelsey's put a link up for Bibby, just in case there's somebody sat in the background, because there's a fair few sat in the background who are not in the chat. Not that you have to be in the chat, I don't mind. But, just in case you don't know, it's there for you. You'll enjoy it. It's good. I enjoy it. I don't go on live, but I do watch them during the week. Not so much this week because, as I say, I'm on a bit of a high this week. And I don't think I'll come down for a couple of months, quite honestly. But there you go. But let's just. There is a few more coming, and I'll.
Big up to everybody in the chat.
Yeah, baby, time is flying by. Now we've got rid of that big long month, that awful bloody January month. Time once you get past that time, it flies. And of course, February, well, it's now, is it? But there you go. Anyway, for those who know me and know my story as such, I presume most people do know my story because I've blathered about it enough and I've shown videos on my channel enough. And anyway, it's my my quest in life was to find my birth father. I knew my mother. I didn't know my father. And I've been doing my family tree like 20 years or so, maybe 24, 25. I'm not quite sure, but I've been doing it a long time. And 2 weeks ago, I connected with a third cousin in Denmark, who between us we managed to point me in the correct direction. So now I know who my father is. And I know who my siblings are from over the pond or over the sea there. And I've got a few cousins and a few nephews and a couple of nieces, all still alive and bobbing across the water there in, I don't know if it's Copenhagen or I can't remember the exact place. But anyway, so just to cut a bit of a long story short, when I first started doing my tree in 1999, which was with the intention of seeing if I could find any news about my father, because, like I say, my mother never mentioned him, I never met him, and none of my siblings knew him. And I had 4 siblings. You're okay, Sharon. You don't have to apologise for anything. Yeah, so I started off, I had 4 siblings when I started my tree in 1999. And then a couple of years later, I got an email and it was some other siblings who I didn't know anything about. So I'd gone from 4 siblings to 7 siblings. Then I took a DNA test, and from that, I've now gone from 7 siblings to 12 siblings. Oh, Kelsey used to live. You could have met some of my family across in Copenhagen. But I'm not convinced that it is Copenhagen. I've got so many. You've lived. Do you know, Kelsey? You've lived everywhere, darling. Everywhere I mention, you've lived. We're not related, are we? Anyway, you never know these things, dear. Yeah. So now I've got. I've forgotten how many I said. I think I said I've got 12 siblings now, and out of the 12, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 still alive. 1 across the water who's still alive. Maybe it would be a bit awkward, wouldn't it? It doesn't. I do that. I do help Kelsey do a family tree, and there's no connection. I can tell you now. We don't have any connections at all. The only connection we have is Yorkshire. And then I don't have a great deal of Yorkshire, do I? Because I'm bloody 60% Danish. So, anyway. So that's my good news. And that's why I'm on a high. I've actually spoken to my niece in it's not Copenhagen. It'll come to me in a minute. Frederikshavn, I think. I think that's what they call it, Frederikshavn. Yeah. So, yeah, I've spoken to a niece, and I've spoken quite a lot with my third cousin. So I've still got loads of cousins to contact and hopefully get in touch with, and see if we can connect in some way. But now, you know, the reason I'm on such a high is I've now got a past. And Carlos, are you asking me the question, where do I live? I live in Hull at the moment. And yeah, I live in Hull. I was originally from Bridlington. Right. I don't know if Carlos, I don't know if that's meant at me. Because I've just said I live in Hull. But, you know, you can't. Hull's really, really nice. I used to, you know, I'm a Bridlington boy, and Hull was like another world to me. And why am I not seeing all my chat? Am I missing something somewhere? Anyway, Bibi, you won't have heard a lot of good things about Bridlington. It's nice. It's a nice place to go to. It's even better to come from. There you go. No, it's a nice place, is Brid, or it used to be back in the day, when it was a seaside holiday place. Not so cracking now. Carlos, it's okay, mate. I don't mind. Nobody's going to bring me down from the cloud I'm on. There's no chance of that. But like I was saying, yeah, the reason I'm so on a high is because 3 weeks ago I didn't really have a heritage. You know, I had my mother's heritage, if you know what I mean, but I didn't have a Danish heritage, and now I have. You know, it's and the good thing about the Danes is the record keeping. It's absolutely cracking, and I can go all the way back to my great grandparents. So, you know, I'm loving it. It's great. I like interacting with my newfound family. But there you go. That's enough about me. Let's talk about some of you. I keep saying, I don't keep saying. Got Kelsey there and Bibi saying hi, Tom, and I don't see him in the chat. So anyway, let's get back to to Levi, because he's the flavour of the month for me. He's one of my favourite grandsons. I can honestly say, without any fear of contradiction. I could have said he's my favourite, but then I don't want to upset too many people. But yeah, he's looking forward to coming out. He's looking forward to reconnecting with people, and he's going to be connecting with Bibi, because he's looking forward to a connection with Bibi, and a reconnection with me, I suppose, if that's the right word. But definitely a connection on YouTube between me and my grandson. You won't know what's hit you when we get together. Oh, good heavens, I can't. It beggars belief. But there you go. It might be a good thing, it might be a bad thing. Do you know I've had this copy since about 3 o'clock? There's not a lot left though. Yeah, so anybody got anything they want to moan about or bring up in the conversation, or out?
Big up to everybody in the chat.
Yeah, so there you go. Oh God, I think something must have climbed up my bloody nose. It's making me bloody eyes water. Yeah, baby. Talking about Bridlington, it's nice when it's sunny. There's not a lot to do though. Unless you, of course, you're into bloody amusement arcades. But yeah, I don't know why it is. I don't. If you can see him in the chat, why can't I? Don't know. I don't know what it is. Anyway, you can always. Oh no, I was going to say you can't. I'll keep that comment to myself because you can't. No, I have no idea. It's beyond me, Kelsey, to tell you the truth. It's above my pay grade, I think. I don't know, really. I'm just going to just bear with me while I just go into my YouTube just to see something. Just talk among yourselves. What is it? Yeah, I don't know where I'm looking. I don't think it'll come as an emoji. I was just looking. I don't know what I'm looking at, quite honestly. I've just changed my settings just to see if that makes a difference. I don't really know. I must be missing something, but I don't think it's got something to do with emojis. Let me just have a look at this photograph. What's that? Get away with you. Get away with you. Let me just unlock my phone while I have a look for that picture. Let's put my other glasses on now. I'm just going to have a look at this picture I've been sent to see if I can figure out why I'm not seeing. Right. I don't know what it is, Tom, quite honestly. I can see you in the chat for what Kelsey's got up, but I can't see you in mine. But I'll have a look while we're well. I can't look now, can I? Because I'll be prattling about for 10 minutes. But yeah, Tom, Danish. What do you know? You know, I was thinking of going raping and pillaging next week because I've got Danish blood, and now my bloody earpiece is dropping out. I won't be able to. I was going to say I won't be able to hear anything, but I can't hear anything anyway because nobody's talking, are they? So, yeah, it might be the emoji. It might have something to do with my settings on my fly out. I don't really know. No, it's not in the chat at all. Anyway. Yeah, Danish. Love it. So Tom's got ancestors in France. Well, on one branch of my ancestors, there is a French line, French and Spanish. So I've got a little bit of Spanish, a little bit of French. Yeah, they are organised. I don't know whether if I'd have been younger, I'd have been onto the Danes to get another passport. You know, get a dual nationality. Now I can prove that my father was Danish. Get in. I could get away from this fat, useless git. Well, I couldn't because I suppose he's going to declare war on Denmark, isn't he? Mr. Fat Boy. He wants Greenland. I might have got it wrong anyway. Yeah, the boy's doing all right. He's a bit bored. Not a lot's happening, and he started to receive his mail, and I think he said to me, and I don't know who it was, but I think he said to me he was going to be phoning Nikki. I think I could be wrong. Let's see what FREISLAND. Yeah. Yeah, so when I said Copenhagen before, I was wrong. I'm looking at the map now, and it's Frederikshavn, which is not far from Copenhagen, though. It's just down the Johnny Horner there, round near Johnny Horner and down the road, I think. Yeah. So my ancestors come from the very, very northern tip of Denmark, which is a place called Skagen. It's where all the famous Dutch painters came from. It was, I was going to say a hovel, but it's not a hovel, is it? When all the painters get together. Commune or something like that. I don't know what they call it. Anyway, but that's where all the famous Dutch painters were based, basically. I presume Sharon's talking to somebody else, not to me. You see what I mean? I've just seen that in the queue. But yeah, I'm going to change my glasses because I can't quite read the thing on the screen. All right, so that's what Friesland is, or Friesland, or whatever. It's I've forgotten what it's called now. I've just read it and I can't remember. Look, just goes to show you, it's a Dutch province. But that looks well into Germany, doesn't it? When you look at it on the map, I think. I'll just come out a little bit on this map. Yeah. Oh, right. So Amsterdam, it's just across the water, isn't it? It's nowhere. And then a few miles up the road and you're in Denmark. Proper, not where I meant Copenhagen way or whatever. No, not. I don't know. I'm getting lost now. It's too much information for me. Yeah, Copenhagen way. Go up there and further up a bit. Yeah, so there you go. So that's my news this week, and like I say, it's good news week. I'm loving every minute. I've enjoyed meeting new people, making new friends, and talking to family that I didn't even know I had. And it's a bugger when you get to 70 odd and you only find out that you've got a brother. What am I, 74? I'm 74 now, and I've found out in the past 4 days I've got a brother who's still alive in Denmark. But he's of a good age, though, I can tell you. He's a lot older than I am. He's even older than my brother who lives down here, if that makes sense. Yeah, so there you go. I'm now busy in my week now. Instead of searching the internet for answers for my tree, I'm searching for answers for my heritage. So there you go. Get to know a bit about my past and whatever. Anyway, that's blathering away about nothing really. But yeah, it's so it's the update is Chegg's doing okay. He's not got a lot of great things to do, but he says that the time's flying by, and I think he mentioned something about getting not regraded. I don't know what you call it. Anyway, it could be regraded in January, not in January, in March time, and which means he might get recategorized. I can't even say that word. Look. Anyway, he might get changed to a different thing, and he might get sent to a different category prison. I think I managed to say that word that time. I don't often get stuck on words, you know. There's only one word that sticks out in my head when I get mixed up. When I get a bit tongue-tied, words come out my mouth before my brain's got in gear, and I say silly words, as people know. But yeah, it's nice to see people. It's nice to be talking. If ever anybody wants to come on to the channel, you're quite welcome. You don't have to show your face. You can just talk if you want. I don't mind, as long as I know who you are. Yeah, I think you're right there, Kels. I think their prison system's good, but there are more. I don't know what you call it. Liberal, is it? Approach to life. I don't know if that's the right word, but you'll know. You've lived over there, so you'll know what they're like. I presume they're nice people. I'm hoping they are anyway. I'm hoping Rachel Reeves will give us our winter fuel allowance back, and then I could get a ticket across the water from Hull, so I can see the bloody boats go on a sunny day. If I look really close across the thing there, I can just see the funnel of the boats. They're not boats, are they? Ferries. I can see the funnel of the ferry going across, but I don't think it. I think it's. I think it's. I can't remember. Rotterdam, is it? I don't know. I'm getting mixed up now. My brain's going like that, and my gob's going like that without getting that in gear. Anyway, but yeah, I thought it was Rotterdam, but there you go. Like I say, I'm getting ahead of myself and mixed up and all those type of things. But couldn't do it on a day trip though, could you? I wouldn't have thought. Be hell of a day trip, would that? Good heavens above. I suppose you could do a day trip when you think about it, because I think the ferry goes overnight. I think to Rotterdam. Not quite sure, but I presume it does. Goes overnight means you get there very early morning and you've got a full day. Yeah. Anyway, my head's spinning away. It's thinking ahead, and as you do in life, you think ahead, don't you? Lots of us do it. We think ahead and then do exactly the opposite of what we thought. But we're a bit thin on the ground this evening, I can honestly say. Probably because I'm talking a load of bollocks. But funny enough, I'm a bit stuck for stuff to say, because he hasn't given me any updates to get my head round or to say. But saying that, I mean, I don't think it'll be a secret, but now that I've managed to do my tree, I'm going to start concentrating on my children and their children, because I haven't. Well, my children and their children have the same tree as I do, but they also have another half tree that I don't have. So I thought I might just try and concentrate on their half trees. Or I might just put all my energy into trying to find my brother who lives just down the road from me in Hull, see if I could find his father, because we took a DNA test not long ago to see if we can find his father, because his father's not the same father as mine. Also, his father is not the same father as my sister. We all have different fathers. I've got three brothers with three different fathers. So there's four of us with four fathers. So still a lot of work involved for me besides me finishing my tree. And I haven't finished, but I found what I was looking for, which was my heritage, which was, you know, which fills in empty gaps in my life. Well, yeah, no, that's a stupid statement because I haven't got any gaps in my life. I have. I never met my father, but I might have done. You never know, do you? I don't think I've ever been across to Denmark, though, so I might not have met him. But there you go. I might have met some people at some point in my life that were related. But so I've got to concentrate. I've got my 3 brothers looking for theirs, and luckily we've got DNA. Well, we got DNA from my brother, but the 2 other brothers, we haven't got their DNA, but they've had kids, and all of their quite a lot of their kids have taken a DNA test, so you can get, you know, from theirs basically. So it's another quest I've got. I've always had it, but I haven't concentrated on it really. I've concentrated on my own, which you do in life, don't you? You concentrate on yourself first before you concentrate on others. But helping others. Where's the H come from? You know, I'm from Hull and they don't use bloody H's, do they? I'm from Hull and they don't use H's. The others in my tree. Yeah, I've totally forgotten what I was going to say now. Gone. Yeah. Anyway, it's gone. So that's blown me bloody head. Have a sip of coffee, I suppose, and hopefully it'll help. But I can't give you any updates because I ain't got any, which is a bit of a nightmare, really. But what I'll tell you what I told Levi this afternoon or this early evening when we were chatting, and I was talking away and we were using up all his credit. He can have a video. I can't remember what you call it now. Anyway, you're allowed one video meeting a month. So I've told him to organise a video meeting, and then we won't waste his credit, his telephone credit, because they won't charge you for the video because they have them there already set up. So there you go. Hopefully we can get a video thing up and running, and I might thinking about it, and I hope if nobody's listening, we're all right. Oh, there's not a lot in, so I might, because it's a video call and I'll be using my PC, I might be able to just nick things from the screen, if that makes sense. Hopefully it does. It does in my head anyway. Got ideas coming in my head now. I shouldn't really talk out loud about them, should I? Because you never know who's gonna. That's what I was thinking, maybe, but I'm not quite sure whether you can. I don't know if the technology is there. I know the technology is there for me to do it, but I'm not sure whether technology on their end can pick it up, if you see what I mean. I don't really know, but I'll give it a go. That's what I was thinking of anyway. So I didn't want to say too many things out loud because you never know who's going to be watching, because that... I know Rat Boy won't be watching, or Mucky Box, but that fat tart, Sharon, not Sharon, sorry, Sharon, slip of the tongue. That I've forgotten the bloody name now. I didn't mean you, Sharon, I can honestly say. Mossop, that's the word I was thinking of. She sometimes watches in the background or later on. Yeah. I use OBS all the time, Bibi. That's what I'm on now. That's why I'm not looking. I'm looking at my OBS screen. I'm not looking at my StreamYard stream. So, and I find it easier to watch my stream on OBS because I can read it better. And my eyes are not bounding about all over the place, are they? You know, I'm not looking over here and looking over there and whatever. Concentrated on one spot, that one. So concentrated on talking to you. So there you go. Rather than looking over there or looking over there. Nah, it's all right looking over there because the boy's on the back there. So anyway, I've forgotten what I'd started. I started to say something then. Yeah, anyway. So hopefully we can get a video call together and let's see what we can do. I did try to do one when he was in Hull prison, but I went through all the, the steps and hoops and things you have to jump through to get it on. And I went to organise a meeting, and it said, "Oh, they've got to do it from their end." Oh, right, okay. And it never happened. So hopefully it might get a little bit easier. Do it. I'll have a look again on the system and see, because it would be nice if I can get him on a video call. I might be able to cheat and download it. You never know, do you? I don't want to get him into trouble. That's the thing, because if that fat thing's watching at some point, she'll stick a bloody snack in and her oar like she does. What's the tool for? That Bobby who's just come in. That's what the tool's for. Right, I can see it now. Yeah, evening, Bobby. What time do you bloody call this? You come in when I'm finishing. I don't come in on your channel when you're finishing. What you like? Well, there you go. I hope you're ready I hope you're not going to be late like you are tomorrow night. There'll be trouble. Anyway. Yeah, I'm on it, baby. I am on it. Yeah, it's my gold one today. I'm on my gold bow tie today. But if you'd have come in early, you'd have known why I'm on a gold bow. If you'd have come in earlier, you'd have known why I'm on a gold bow tie today. Because I'm on a high. And I haven't been taking pills. But I'm on a high. So, and we're getting, to 10 minutes left, and I don't want to be going through all the old crap again. So, there you go. But Bibi, I don't know if I mentioned about that Yankee guy who does OBS a lot, and I don't know if you went to watch his thing, but he has some real good content up. Well, you want to watch his latest couple because he's got some really cracking stuff that you can do. I noticed that you've been using OBS with your vertical thing, and he's got some cracking stuff that you can add in, and like you have with your stream chat coming up on your screen and your emojis flying about all over the place. Well, he has loads of stuff like that. It's really, really good. I'm getting into it more and more, but there you go. So I can see that Bobby can see Tom, and I know Kelsey can see Tom, and I can't. Anybody got any ideas why that is? Because I can't think of why it could be. Yeah, well, I like OBS because you can have stuff sat in your queue, and just swap round, and you're not messing about, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I know what I mean. Wow. I've just pressed a button now, and there you go. I'm back. Yeah, did you? So I've noticed that you can get the chat on the screen, but you must use another piece of software. You don't get your chat on your screen from StreamYard, or if you do, it's a new thing to put on. So you must be using something different to get your chat on your screen. Yeah, so there you go. Yeah. Anyway, I do it via what do you call those things when you have them in Google? An extension. I have an extension in Google, and you can set all sorts up on this extension, and so that's what I use. I'll tell you what the extension's called in a minute. It's called Social Stream Ninja. Okay. I think I might have got mistook there, baby. Sorry. You said you do it via OBS. Yeah, I'm lost. Anyway, you do it, so it don't make any difference, does it? I'm talking a load of shite. If you've got the same one, I do. I don't know what the word is. I can't think of words now. I presume that you've had a look through it and see what you can actually do. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, well, there's so much you can do, isn't there? That's the good thing about it is you don't, as you can see, when anybody puts up what do you call those little silly things at the end of your chat, smiley faces and all that kind of stuff, come bouncing around my screen, and yeah, but you can do it. There is another way of doing if you wanted to do. There is another way of doing that. I suggest you go to the chap I told you to look at, and I'm sure he's got a way you can do things like that. So there you go. I watched one last week. It was really, really good. But yeah, it's well, I'm not going to say it on the channel, but just go and have a look at his latest one, and you'll see what I mean. To help you with your, you see, I don't mind. I'm not into subs and all that. I don't care how many subs I've got. I don't, I've got. I think I've got 300. I don't really know, but I don't care. I don't. If I only had 2, it wouldn't. I don't care. But for somebody who wants to get more subs and stuff like that, who are into this stuff, yeah. And if you're into subs and stuff like that, well, this guy, this American who does the stuff, gives you ideas on how to keep, how to get people to interact more and get, a bit like if you, I don't know how to explain it. If you said to Bobby, "Oh, Bobby, can you subscribe to Aaron's channel? And if you subscribe to Aaron's channel, I'll give you a tenner." Do you know what I mean? Things like that. But no money's involved. I just can't think about a way of putting it across. But it's like a points-based system. And everybody gets points. No matter who you are in the chat, you get points. And you can allocate those points for different things. So, yeah, anyways, there you go. Interaction. Get on TikTok and become an influencer. They seem to do fucking well at it. Oh, sorry, I swore. No, it's a YouTube thing, mate. It's not a Twitch thing. It's YouTube. No, it's not Twitch. It's definitely YouTube. Excuse me. It's an extension you can get that connects to about 20 different things, including Twitch, YouTube, and loads of others who I've never heard of. But you set it up how you want it to be set up, and yeah, just go and watch it. I can't explain it. He explains it, and he shows you. That's his good thing. And if I was younger and I wanted to do this type of thing, I would be on the case. I'd be learning how to do it, and I'd be putting it on my bloody channel because I think it's absolutely cracking. But there you go. That's just me. You don't have to listen to the silly old bugger. I can come out with nuggets now and again. Not very often. But there you go, folks. We're coming up to the hour. I've chatted about now again for an hour. It's been nice seeing people on. Been nice chatting with people. And
big up to everybody in the chat.
Yeah, I've loved every minute. And I am looking away now because I'm looking at my Stream Deck to see which buttons I press. But I missed this button right at the beginning, and I should have put it on really right at the beginning.
Let's bring some positive vibes to this space. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. I know exactly what he means. So anyway, folks, just remember, if you're watching later on, and you aren't watching live, of course, but you watch it later on and you've not subbed or whatever, just remember down below, click the like, and even better, at the end, add a comment, because the comments help with the YouTube algorithm, and the thumbs ups help, and even the thumbs down help. So, if you don't like it, put a thumbs down. If you like it, put a thumbs up. And if you don't either like it or dislike it, well, tough, quite honestly. but we're coming to the end, so
please leave a comment. The stream's about to finish. Leave your comment. Refresh the page. Leave a comment. You can't leave one now. You have to refresh it as soon as it's ended. Please do that. Respect.
There you go. So that's an ending from the boy for tonight. Just remember, tomorrow night I'm on at 7 o'clock with Bobby. An hour's chat about again we can we could talk a load of rubbish for another hour. I'll see what I can come up with for an hour. But yeah, see you tomorrow, babe. I know. Fucking hell. I'm gonna go now anyway. So live long and prosper, folks. TTFN, and hopefully see you tomorrow night. Take care.